winner happens tonight as EA Sports welcomes you to the Super Bowl. Tonight, we've got a good one on tap. It's the AFC champion Denver Broncos and the champions of the NFC, the Atlanta Falcons. Final game of the season. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. Greg, it has been a long run to get here. 2 weeks of build-up, the media day, the radio interviews. It's all over now. Finally, it's time for football. And for these players, the long wait is almost over.
Well, I can promise you one thing, Mike. Every single one of these players and coaches in their mind right now is saying the exact same thing. Let's just kick the ball off already. We're tired of talking about the game. We're tired of meetings and practice. It's been a long 2 weeks for both of these clubs. They're ready to get this thing kicked off, and let's decide the outcome of who's going to be Super Bowl champs on the field. And I know you and we got the best seats in the house.
And he's able to fight through one tackle here, pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 27-yard line.
You're going to go play action with Penix. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. On 4th down, they'll turn to Ryan Stonehouse here to punt. The Broncos have Marvin Mims out for the return. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50. Set up the offense with a short field. Here. Comes the Denver offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
You just can't imagine the emotions and the thoughts swirling around his head as he takes the field on this opening drive, Mike. I mean, you think of the journey they've been on, their regular season, that gauntlet of playoff games through the AFC playoffs, and now here they are. He's taking the field as the starting quarterback in the Super Bowl, and he's 4 quarters away from living out his dream.
Sending it deep for Waddle. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Broncos.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense, and then what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot, and with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Broncos are up and running here in the Super Bowl. They lead 7-0. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh! He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Raheem Morris there, Falcons head coach. His team ready for their next possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. And the lefty Penix on 1st down.
It's It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you plan...
Oh, the ball's out. Oh, one of his teammates is there to pick it up.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Now Penix on 3rd and long.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
To return, it's Mims. And it's a very nice return. He is giving the offense a short field.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. And he's in. R.J. Harvey. Down Denver.
There's so many elements of this play, Mike, that are just so impressive. Not only the ability to break tackles and make guys miss, but then the speed to say, okay, I can make guys miss, but I can also take it to the house. I mean, there's just not a lot of backs in the league that have that combination skill set. And they're fortunate for them. They've got one here, and he makes a big play here for a touchdown.
Falcons nothing.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. And so far, 2 drives, 2 punts, no first downs. Not a winning formula as they start drive number 3. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Looking to throw in Penix. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz schemes, stunts, whatever you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
3rd and long. A quick slap, hooked in by Moore. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They were nearly perfect in the regular season. Just the 1 loss, 16-1 regular season, 2 more wins in the playoffs. Now looking for a 19th victory of this year, and of course, the one that matters most, the Super Bowl title. They work here on 1st down. And the defense strings him out. He'll fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9. A run with Harvey. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. So, 1 quarter down here on Super Bowl Sunday. It's the Broncos with the early lead. And we're back to South Florida after this. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it starting 3rd down and 2. Trying to shove his way forward, but brought down after a gain of a yard.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They'll run for it. It's Harvey. And he is going to have a Broncos first down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on that 4th and inches.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
They'll come up here 1st and 10. Toss left side. That's Harvey. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Straight ahead goes Harvey. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try to run for this. It's Stevenson. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
46-yard line.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
He will air this out, looking for Sutton. And he's into the end zone. Portland Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos.
Great job here on 4th and goal. The most difficult play to defend, Mike, is scramble pass in the red zone. There's teams out there that create these exact opportunities because of the stress it puts on coverage. That's why it's so critical for these defenses to keep the quarterback in the pocket, because when you don't, it is so hard to latch onto these receivers for that amount of time.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Falcons offense ready to take over once again. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's caught right side. It's London. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Now Penix. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Back for more on Super Bowl Sunday after this. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he is on to punt for Atlanta. This brought in out past the 20. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. The Broncos offense ready for this next possession. They were nearly perfect in the regular season. Just the one loss, 16-1 regular season, 2 more wins in the playoffs. Now looking for a 19th victory of this year, and of course, the one that matters most, the Super Bowl title. They work here on first down. Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. He's able to get away from one man. Reinforcements were there for that. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
They'll go play action with Nix. Sending it deep for Waddle. And he will go all the way. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Denver. That is second touchdown of this Super Bowl. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The kick by Lutz is good. Broncos are able to extend the advantage to 28-0. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. He'll start at the 4. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. The Falcons offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Second and 10.
Brings up second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And here comes Robinson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard on the play. And it's third down.
On third down, Penix. Now, deep ball for London. That's caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 35.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Moore going in motion. On first down, it's Penix. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. From the gun, it's Penix. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Mooney in motion. From the gun, here is Pettis. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
In punt formation.
That is taken at the 10. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. The Broncos offense and running back R.J. Harvey heading back to the field. They were nearly perfect in the regular season. Just the one loss, 16-1 regular season, 2 more wins in the playoffs. Now looking for a 19th victory of this year. And, of course, the one that matters most, the Super Bowl title. They work here on first down. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Play action now. It's Nix. Sending it deep for Waddle. And that is incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target. And that will lead to a second down. Throwing is Nix. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Denver. With that, he ties the Super Bowl record. His 3rd touchdown of the night. This is turning into a monster game. Let's keep an eye on this. 3 touchdown catches alone in the first half. Could be a record-setting game. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Broncos stretch out this lead even more. It is now 35-0. Halftime coming close. And not much time left as this one is kicked away. A return now from the 4. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. And they'll let Crouch run another play. Instead, just take a knee, take this on into the locker room. So, halftime straight ahead as we go up to Scott Hanson with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson here, and you never know what you're going to get in the NFL. Sometimes it goes down to the wire. Other times, it's blowout city, like what this game is shaping up to be. But hey, anything can happen, so let's go to the second half. Send it back out to our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Hey, Scott, thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches, I would assume, by those head coaches as we get set for half number 2. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Broncos offense and receiver Jalen Waddle getting ready to go back to work. And before this drive starts, we're going to take a look at the race as it stands to see who might take home the NFL's Offensive Player of the Year award. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Forced to his right. He'll tuck it and take off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. Toss, right side, that's Harvey. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he will score! R.J. Harvey, touchdown Broncos. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Once for the extra point. The kick is good. Broncos keep widening that lead. It is now 42-0. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get across the 20, welcome down to 23-yard line. Falcons offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Falcons.
On 1st down, right back to Robinson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. He is just gashing the defense right now. 17 more yards with that one.
And the Falcons first down.
Another run here for Robinson. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. But they stop him for no gain. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. On 2nd down, Penix. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Sometimes in the NFL, you have to be careful what you ask for. This offensive line, they were very clear to us this week. They wanted to take on this group. They loved the ability to be challenged. Well, they might have poked the bear a little bit too much because they've now surrendered a whopping 10 sacks in a single game. And I don't think there's been any signs of this pass rush slowing down.
The Falcons send their punting unit out.
Stonehouse in punt formation.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Broncos offense and receiver Jalen Waddle getting ready to go back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. Into space. And he will dive into the end zone. 80 yards. Touchdown, Denver. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with with a pass play for 6.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos continue to bring the hammer down. It is now 49-0. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense headed back to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
And you could tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
From the gun on 3rd down. Here's Penix. Taking off. He'll try to get there. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. Throwing is Penix. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Jonathan Cooper gets him for a loss of 4. And that'll set up 3rd down. They'll throw. It's Penix. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Jonathan Cooper. He gets in for another one. And that ties a Super Bowl record. His 3rd sack of the game. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. The Falcons getting their punter out there. Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. The Broncos offense and running back R.J. Harvey heading back to the field. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. On 1st down, they'll start out with Stevenson. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play. From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. On the give, this is Stevenson. Fighting off defenders here. He'll charge forward and pick up 3.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Stevenson. He will not be able to get to the end. They shut him down. Taken down behind the line. And it's 4th down.
And I think what they're counting on there, Mike, is that the defense expects the ball to be run inside the tackles. Thinking on 3rd and short, just go get the 1st down. Try to catch him off guard with the toss play, but the defense was...
And now, will you look at this? It's a fake. On the move left. And they will finally bring him down, but what a call there. The fake works. Big yardage. And the 1st down.
Who needs As a quarterback, when your special teams unit can be the ones to move the chains, I mean, the offense couldn't do it in 3 downs, so what do? You say, all right, punt team, you guys take care of 4th. But in all seriousness, great job catching the defense off guard, and now the offense has another shot.
Off he goes. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now, faking the give. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Rolling to the left. Escaping the danger. Throwing and completing. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. First down, Broncos.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
They'll run on first down with Stevenson. It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run defense, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Ramondre Stevenson. Touchdown, Denver. Greg in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He's got it. Broncos stretch things out even further.
Broncos 56. Falcons nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchdown. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They trail here late. Hoping to put something, anything on the board before they get out of here. Going to start this drive, first and 10. And they'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 5.
The 40-yard line.
Just under 2 minutes to play on Super Bowl Sunday. We're back to write a finish to the season after this. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. They'll go again with Robinson. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
First and 10.
A gain of 5. First down, Falcons.
And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. And he is planted. Backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is second and 13. Throw on the run is complete. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. He'll get this out wide. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. His first catch of this Super Bowl. And good for the first down.
First down.
Here we go. Here we go. Cowboy.
Pitts is the man in motion. A quick throw here, going to be taken by London.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
And the Broncos have done it. They are your Super Bowl champions. So this performance, the cherry on top, the tour de force for this entire day. Many felt this was the best team all year. And Greg, in the biggest spot, they proved it in a big way.
I think all week preparing for the Super Bowl, I think they felt really good about their chances, Mike. They've been one of the best teams all season long. But to put all three phases together on the biggest stage and play at this level, I think when it's all said and done, we're going to look back, Mike, and this is going to be one of the most dominating performances in Super Bowl history.
Commissioner Goodell will hand the Lombardi Trophy to the Denver Broncos, the champions of Super Bowl 62. So that'll do it for another spectacular season of the NFL on EA Sports. For my partner, Greg Olson, and our entire crew, I'm Mike.
Don't get put in that blender. Hold on, who is you? Pat him down before you enter. Don't you hang with the ops talking about he don't.